Hi kiddos! Are you ready for another day of phonics with Mrs. Wetzel? So we have been doing compound words this week. 2 words that put them together to make one big long word that has a whole new meaning. Let's start by, this is a new one. I don't think we did this one yet. The first part of this word is something that you use to drink through. A straw. The second one is a kind of fruit. Berry. Good. When you put them together, what compound word do we make? Strawberry. Good job. Let's try another one.
Eat. Meat. Ball. Ball. Meatball! Oh, hey, these are not yours. Meatball. Meatball.
This is, it's all around you. You breathe it. It's an AI word. Air. Good. And the next one is something that you can fly in. Maybe you might fly to go on vacation in a plane. Plane. But when you put them together, what compound word can we make? Airplane. Airplane. Flag. Flag. Pole.
Flagpole.
Flagpole. Bath. Robe.
Bathrobe. Here's another example of a compound word. Row. Boat. Zoom out. I figured it out. Rowboat.
Cup.
Cake.
Cupcake. The first part of this next compound word has 2 syllables. Basket. Basket. A basket is something that you might put some decorations in, or a picnic. Put a picnic in a basket, sure. And the second part, something that you play with at recess, ball. Ball. When you put them together, we get the compound word basketball.
Sun. Rise.
Sunrise. This week, we've also been doing some words that have that combination EA. Now, usually EA makes the long E sound, but sometimes it can make the short E sound. Usually says E, but sometimes it says eh. And you can't really tell just from looking at the word which sound it makes. So usually when you see an EA word, you'll start by My whole brain just went gray. Usually when you see an EA word, you'll sound it out with the long E. But if that doesn't make sense, then you'll switch to the short E and try it that way, unless you already know the word. Let's try a couple like that. Let's take a look at this EA word. We have T, EA, ch. Now is this a long E or a short E sound? Let's try it both ways and see which one makes sense. T, E, ch, teach, or t, ch, tetch. Which one is right? Teach. Good. So in this word, the EA makes a long E sound. Let's try this word. B-E-ch. Beach. Is that a real word? Yes. So this EA makes a long E sound. Beach. Let's try this one. Heed. Is this a heed? No, let's try it with the short E sound. H-E-D. Head. Does that make sense? Yup. Head. Here's a tricky one. Let's start with sounding out long E. E-D. Read. Is that right? Sure is. What's the trick with this word? Did you say that we could also read it with short E? Let's try it. R-E-D. Read. Yesterday, I read a book. Let's try putting a B on the beginning of that word. Bread. Bread. You eat bread when you have a sandwich. You are getting so good at figuring out these EA words and whether they have a long E or a short E sound. And now I'm going to make things even harder for you. You have to be very careful because sometimes there are some sneaky rule breakers. Sometimes EA doesn't make the long E and it doesn't make the short E. It makes a long A sound, like in this word. Ache. What? We learned the rule that when two vowels go walking, the first one does the talking. But this is a rule breaker. Steak does not follow that when two vowels go walking rule. Let's look at another one. Ache. Like I need to take a break. Just like steak, this is another word where the EA does not make that E or E sound. It sounds like a long A. Break. So you'll have to look out for all the different sounds that the EA combination can make. We're going to do a little bit of practice with the 3 sounds that EA can make in our lesson today. So have fun practicing compound words and all those different EA sounds. Don't let them trick you. And I'll see you tomorrow.
Meatball. Meatball. Ramona wants a meatball. You gotta take the word meat and the word ball. You put them together and get meatball.